Hello, Chase fans. Buckle up. Get ready for a heart-pounding episode packed with high-speed pursuits, split-second decisions, and absolutely insane moments you won't believe. On April 8th, 2023, Trooper William Cash was investigating a crash caused by an intoxicated driver when a red Dodge Ram abruptly stopped in both northbound lanes, nearly causing another collision. The driver, David R. Stanley, exited his vehicle and walked through the crash scene despite repeated verbal commands to stop. Observing clear signs of possible intoxication, Trooper Cash attempted to detain him, but Stanley ran back to his truck and fled the scene.
License plate on a red pickup truck. We stopped out with our crash. He's related to the subject. It's 1025. I believe he's also 1025. Successful pitting the tree line started at 1016.
Trooper Cash performed a pit maneuver, causing the truck to rotate off the roadway and strike trees, bringing the pursuit to an end. The suspect refused to comply and was physically restrained and handcuffed. He was later booked into the Pulaski County Regional Detention Facility on multiple charges, including felony fleeing, DWI, reckless driving, resisting arrest, and refusal to submit to a chemical test. Darkly tinted windows can prevent others from seeing inside a vehicle, which not only violates traffic laws in many states, but also raises safety concerns for law enforcement and the public. It was April 6, 2023, when Trooper Ronald Grace observed a white Chevrolet Cruze on Interstate 40 with illegally tinted windows, following another vehicle too closely and impeding traffic in the left lane. When he attempted to initiate a traffic stop, the driver refused to stop and accelerated away, clearly initiating a pursuit. Near Lasker Lane, Trooper Grace executed a pit maneuver, causing the Chevrolet Cruze to spin, hit an embankment, and roll over. The driver, Davian Richards, fled on foot, but was quickly apprehended with Mayflower PD's assistance. The passenger, Paul Humphrey, was also taken into custody and treated for minor injuries. Richards was booked into the Faulkner County Detention Center and charged with trafficking a controlled substance, felony fleeing in a vehicle, fleeing on foot, and possession of a Schedule 6 controlled substance. Just one day before the last chase, on April 5th, 2023, Trooper Zachary Means spotted a silver Chevrolet Malibu traveling 75 miles per hour. When he attempted a traffic stop, the vehicle fled, weaving through residential streets. And just like that, the pursuit was on.
We're heading out of Humnova towards England.
I'm not on the map, but I'm on 165.
10-4, speed 115, all port.
Continue north.
Temple.
Can you go ahead and let England know we're coming towards them?
That's Temple.
Speed still 115.
Stand by.
The Malibu sped through residential streets and onto U.S. Highway 165, weaving between lanes, passing vehicles on the shoulder, and running red lights. Speeds reached up to 120 miles per hour, creating a serious hazard for other motorists and bystanders. Trooper Means followed closely, coordinating with other units and attempting to safely contain the vehicle as it continued its reckless flight toward England and beyond.
Before you need to figure out something to do to end it pretty quick. To get into North Little Rock, it's gonna be a little faster. I mean, going that fast through town.
Pit.
Trooper Means performed a pit, causing the Malibu to spin off the roadway onto a gravel road. The driver, Travis T. Holmes, fled on foot, but was located by NLRPD using a K-9 and drone. Holmes was taken into custody and charged with felony fleeing in a vehicle, fleeing on foot, speeding, running red lights, improper lane use, and driving without insurance. On May 4th, 2023, Trooper Brian Heinley was advised of a vehicle traveling westbound on Interstate 30 near mile marker 104 with a deflated left front tire, continuing on the rim. Rockport police attempted an initial stop, but the vehicle failed to yield and continued westbound. Trooper Heinley intercepted the pursuit near mile marker 94 and took over as the primary unit, observing the vehicle traveling at approximately 40 miles per hour.
Coming up on the 91.
I can give you these, I'll be behind.
Take my time. 40 right now.
Just get up there. Get in the bush off the road.
Gosh dang it. Slow down.
As the pursuit progressed westbound on Interstate 30, the suspect vehicle continued to resist stopping, weaving through traffic and creating a significant hazard to other motorists. Multiple units, including Rockport Police and the Hot Spring County Sheriff's Office, coordinated their efforts to contain the vehicle.
Can't borrow, let you have it. Borrow, let you have it. 31 miles north, I'm up there about the 89. Airpit out.
TFC Kevin Hrabal took over and performed a successful pit maneuver near mile marker 90, bringing the vehicle to a stop. The driver, Dylan Terry, was immediately taken into custody, and a BAC test confirmed .04. He was booked at Hot Spring County Jail on multiple charges, including DWI, fleeing, reckless driving. Hrabal's unit was undamaged, while Trooper Heinley's patrol car sustained minor scratches from the earlier attempt. On June 21, 2023, Troop A dispatch advised that the Little Rock Police Department was pursuing a stolen red Toyota Corolla eastbound on Interstate 630. Trooper Jessica McCord caught up to the pursuit near the 3-mile marker. Upon taking over as the primary unit, Trooper McCord pursued the suspect at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour.
I'm 36 Rock, I'm primary, 1037.
Little unit says now 1063 out of 36 to 37.
Speed's 106. Getting off on Broadway.
East 106.
The suspect drove recklessly, weaving through traffic eastbound on Interstate 630 before taking the Broadway exit, where they ran a red light and collided with another northbound vehicle. The suspect was transported to Baptist Health Hospital for medical treatment and later charged by the Little Rock Police Department. On April 13, 2023, Sergeant Brandon Bennett observed a green and black motorcycle traveling eastbound on State Highway 18. When the motorcycle attempted to flee, Sergeant Bennett initiated a pursuit, reaching speeds up to 128 miles per hour as the suspect weaved through traffic and continued onto State Highway 137 and CR 198.
Just where he was on green and white box with a green shirt, jeans. On wearing a helmet.
Green and black bike. We're slow rolling now across the track. Back, fixing to hit 18 again. About 30 miles an hour. I can't see his left hand. He keeps motioning up and down and putting it in front of him.
What highway on C3?
The suspect, later identified as William Green, eventually stopped his motorcycle, raised his hands, and was safely placed under control after being ordered to the ground. Green was transported to the Mississippi County Detention Center and charged with fleeing in a vehicle, reckless driving, no motorcycle endorsement, driving left of center, operating without insurance, failure to register the vehicle, improper turn signal, and improper passing. On June 20th, 2023, Trooper Ellison was traveling eastbound on Interstate 40 near the North Hills exit when he observed a white passenger vehicle driving onto the painted lane dividers. A registration check revealed the vehicle had no liability insurance. Trooper Ellison followed the vehicle off the exit and activated his emergency lights on North Hills near Skyline. However, the driver failed to stop.
Expired August 23 at a roll limit.
On the North Hills and Skyline.
10-4.
We're continuing northbound on North Hills.
As Nooner continued northbound and ignored the siren, Trooper Ellison positioned his patrol unit to conduct a tactical vehicle intervention in order to prevent a prolonged and more dangerous pursuit. Nooner attempted to evade the maneuver by moving into the oncoming traffic lane.
Okay, then it is 1063 for Adam 18.
Speeds are 35, coming up on Justin Matthews.
Speed 35 coming up on Justin Matthews.
After the vehicle stopped, the front seat passenger fled on foot, but was quickly apprehended in the southbound lanes. Nooner exited the vehicle and complied with commands until additional units arrived and placed him in handcuffs. On July 12, 2023, Trooper James Collins was notified that a pursuit had begun eastbound on Interstate 40 near the 256-mile marker, where a St. Francis County deputy was actively pursuing two gray vehicles at a high rate of speed. Trooper Collins attempted to deploy spike strips near mile marker 274, but was unable to do so due to heavy traffic and the suspect's speed. He then re-entered Interstate 40 and observed one of the vehicles, a gray Tesla, traveling at 92 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone.
Go. Almost 278. We're 5 miles now, 3.
As Trooper Collins attempted to slow both Teslas, one exited the interstate while the other accelerated and continued fleeing. With assistance from TFC Hess, the pursuit escalated to triple-digit speeds. The suspect weaved recklessly between lanes and passed stopped traffic at a high rate of speed. The vehicle struck stop sticks deployed by West Memphis Police under the Ingram Street overpass, but continued fleeing.
Hold traffic, hit it. Go again.
All right.
Yeah, wait. Alright. CBI, successful. Good work, kid.
I got it. Busted that tire.
He hit 24's car. I rammed him.
Trooper Collins attempted multiple tactical vehicle interventions before successfully causing the suspect's vehicle to spin near mile marker 282. After briefly stopping, the suspect accelerated and struck the rear of Trooper Collins' patrol unit, causing it to collide with a guardrail. The suspect again attempted to flee until TFC Hess performed a forceful intervention, bringing the vehicle to a final stop. Both occupants were taken into custody without further incident.